Welcome, everybody, to another awesome week of Great News Life. I'm your host, Jenny Craig Brown. This is all brought to you by Great News Life. So come on in, hang out with us, and learn some good news. So if you're new, this is a good news. Literally, it's just a good news show. So every week, we're live from NWI.life and Valpo.life Facebook pages. You can also visit us on YouTube. I just saw Chris Mallman's watching from YouTube. So you guys can also find us on YouTube. And we are exclusively positive news. So you can find us here noon on Wednesdays, where we share all the great things happening. And we'd love to hear all the great things happening to you as well. So comment below any good news. I'd love to share it with the rest of the audience. And especially today, because today is National Random Acts of Kindness Day. So happy Random Acts of Kindness Day to everyone out there. Today we asked our audience how they planned to spread kindness like confetti. And of course, they did not disappoint. Let's see what we've got, huh? So Monica Clark, she took a second, as you can see here, to pull her idea together. She said, okay, we've got it. So this is Monica and her kids, because they're all great humans. We've got it. Our friend just had emergency surgery on her birthday, no less. And we are going to pick her up her groceries, drive them to her, unload it for her, and make a Starbucks stop for her favorite coffee. This is a fantastic Random Acts of Kindness. Great job, Monica. I love it. What else have we got? Christine Margaret said, I am going to treat my staff to lunch and send them notes telling them how important and meaningful they are to supporting the lives of the children they serve. Christine is a vice principal in Chicago school system. So that's an absolute perfect act of kindness. Natalia said, my mom just got a new kitty and he is now the love of her life. So cute. I'm thinking of buying him some kitten treats just to be something nice for her and her new furry friend. Adorable. Rick Gosser said, I give thermos of coffee to my snowplow drivers as they pass my house. Their smiles are priceless. This is really cute and something I hadn't thought about, but I love your idea, Rick. Fantastic job. This is a little bit longer, but it's adorable because, of course, it's Melissa Sickinger and she's adorable. One of my favorite random acts of kindness is actually not that random. I like to hop on Facebook Messenger and send voice messages to a few ladies that have inspired me, taught me something, or motivated me in some kind of way. By just taking that 1 minute, because Facebook cuts off those messages, or otherwise I could talk for a really long time, to share some kind words, it could give somebody a pick-me-up that they really needed, or show them how others really do perceive them in a positive light. So it's not really random since I'm choosing people in my newsfeed, but I will be sending a few of those messages this afternoon. Love me some positivity and motivation from JCB. Thank you so much, Melissa. And as someone that has actually received one of these messages, it's really, really heartfelt and they're really kind. So you guys are just killing it with your random acts of kindness. Also, the Random Acts of Kindness Foundation has an incredible website. It's randomactsofkindness.org. So check it out. They have tons of really fun ideas, like give a stranger a compliment, spend time with a senior and ask them about their life, gift an inspirational book, buy local, tutor someone in need. Those are all great ideas. This site also has Random Act of Kindness quotes, videos, photos, and a blog. This blog that's pictured right here is a great entry that's perfect. It's set for just today, as you can see. So pop over there, read it, and get inspired. And you can also, on this website, become a Ractivist. So a Ractivist is short for a Random Act of Kindness activist. So think of Ractivists like kindness ambassadors. And of course, like all ambassadors, they're part of an active global community who are helping make kindness the norm. So this is such a beautiful site. We were so excited that it was Random Acts of Kindness Day. Comment below. I want to read how you are going to give a random act of kindness to your community, to your friends, to your family, to a stranger on the street. This is one of my favorites, is, as I mentioned earlier, give a stranger a compliment. I can't count the times I have walked past someone in the store, at the gas station, down the street, whatever it is, and thought, I like her earrings, or those are cute shoes, or wow, that person is very nice. I don't know, whatever it is. And we don't say them. So say them out loud. I think that it's really nice. I love getting a random compliment from someone. So I think we should give those more. Say what you're thinking, as long as it's kind. Next up, before we get into some tasty treats that I've got for you later in the show, I want to take a moment to talk about Giant Paw Prints. Life for Kayla got a really exciting chance to talk with this volunteer-driven organization dedicated to giant dog breeds. Let's check out why they focus on giant breeds and how we can help on our end.
Thanks, Jenny. Today I'm here with Kristen over at Giant Paw Prints. How are you doing today, Kristen?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having us.
Of course, we are so excited to get started. I heard Giant Paw Prints is a volunteer-based dog rescue for giant breeds. Can you tell us why big dogs?
Big dogs are typically overlooked in the shelters because they cost more, because they eat more, their medical bills cost more. And typically people don't want a large breed dog as much as they'd like a little lap dog.
Yes, I know myself. We have a big dog and a small dog at home, and the big dog does cost quite a bit more than the small dog does.
They definitely do cost a lot more. Even going to get them neutered costs a lot more.
Oh, definitely. So what kind of differentiates you from other animal shelters in the area or rescues in the area?
We are a rescue, not a shelter. And what differentiates us is that a lot of times the shelters will call us up and ask us to take a dog that maybe they can't afford the medical needs for it, or perhaps it's been overlooked by a lot of people in the shelter and just hasn't been adopted. So typically we'll come in and we will rescue that dog and bring it back to health and rehome it.
That's awesome. I love to hear that. I know I have driven around the area and that is definitely a need. We have lots of dogs that are just wandering around lost or homeless. So that is heartwarming to hear.
It is. We do actually find a lot of dogs that are just wandering the streets in different areas like Gary or even around here.
It's very sad. So can you tell us a little bit more about where you're located, how people could find you?
Sure. We are located in Westville, Indiana. We are not open to the public. So basically, if you go to our Facebook page, Instagram page, or our website, you can learn about the different dogs that we have here. We are a very small rescue. We only have 6 kennels total. Sometimes we have dogs that will be in foster care at people's houses. But like I said, we're a very small rescue. To come and meet the dogs, you have to put in an application for the one that you want, and we will schedule a visit for you.
Awesome. Good to know. And for those of us that might not be interested in owning a dog quite yet or fostering a dog, what kind of volunteer activities do you have at Giant Paw Prints for the community to come and help with?
We have lots of different volunteer activities. We have people who come in 4 times a day since we're all volunteer based. And they will walk the dogs, feed the dogs, get them their medicine and play with them. We also have volunteers that just help out with things like our social media or writing letters for our newsletters and stuff. We even have a lot of volunteers that will go out and help with different events we have. Maybe our gala, which is our biggest event. We have an event coming up actually in March that is called Locked In for Love, where 6 volunteers are going to lock themselves in the kennels with certain dogs until they raise enough money. So that's kind of cool.
I would not hate to be locked in a kennel with a dog. I'm just going to say that now.
It's fun. It's a really fun event. We did it last year and it worked really nicely. It was a great fun event to have in the house.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Kristen, and we really hope that you can get some more volunteers over to Giant Paw Prints soon enough for you.
Yeah. If anyone's interested in volunteering, just go to our website and fill out a volunteer form, or go to our Facebook page and see what we do.
Oh my goodness, I'm dying from those adorable dogs. So as we mentioned in the comments, the Giant Paw Prints is actually a fantastic way to complete your random act of kindness. So volunteer, give them a call, shoot them an email, and try to help them as much as you can. They're right here in our own community. And I mean, look at those dogs. Katie mentioned the same. I love the doggos. I completely agree. So next up, as I promised, tasty treats. I said it, I'm delivering. You're welcome. So Savor the South Shore, this week is Savor the South Shore Restaurant Week. So we've got delicious meals brought to you by the South Shore CVA, and the Restaurant Week features specially priced 3-course menus and discounts from all types of participating restaurants. So I'm going to read you this list. It's also scrolling at the bottom. But first, some of my favorites that are on this list: Abiocco Italian Cuisine. If you've never been, it is a newer Italian spot right in Chesterton. It is number one, beautiful, open concept rooftop. So the roof actually opens in the summer, closes in the winter. Beautiful views, 365 days a year, let's be honest, and incredible food and incredible cocktails. So stop over. Aftermath Cidery and Winery is another one of my favorites. You also probably know the other side of that as Running Vines. Those two are both owned by Nikki Kayla, and she is a phenomenal kind of leading lady in our region. So shout out to her, and both Aftermath and Running Vines, fantastic. T-Bone's Pier 11 is another one of my favorites. It's in LaPorte, right off of Pine Lake. If you've never been, I mean, today's perfect. It's so great. Great views of Pine Lake, beautiful restaurant right in LaPorte, and a fantastic place to take your family, your friends, all of those things. And then another one of my classic favorites, Wild Rose Brewing Company, is on the list. They are an absolutely phenomenal regional brewery right here in Griffith. Get out there and visit them. Some others are Asparagus Restaurant, Brick House Bar and Grill, Goblin and the Grocer, another fantastic one, Grindhouse Cafe, Leeds Public House, Lighthouse Restaurant, Louie's Wings and Catfish, The Mason Jar, Rolling Stone Baker, Sips Coffee House, The Station at Embers, Teeble's Restaurant, Timbrook, that's a classic, Timbrook Kitchens, Toast and Jam. So you guys, I'm serious. It's restaurant week. We need the restaurants. Go visit them. They have plenty of carryout options. So that's a phenomenal thing too. Of course, very important right now. So if you're not comfortable going to the restaurant just quite yet, make sure you do support them by doing a carryout. Some of the specials they have are phenomenal. So if you've not been, please get out there. Buffy Adams said, yum, Savor the South Shore. And Jenny, oh, hey, sorry, I didn't read that first, but I'm going to take it. You look like $1,000,000. You're like a ray of sunshine on this cold weather day. Thank you, Buffy. Also, Buffy, we know that you probably have all the random acts of kindness in the works, so we'd love to hear yours. And I also happen to know that Buffy loves the cold winter days. Actually, I don't know if she loves the cold, but she does love the snow. So she's probably doing snow angels in her backyard right now. And if she is, she should probably send us a video of that. Deanna Grimes said, I love Wild Rose. I just went there Saturday and got my free birthday meal. I didn't know they did free birthday meals, but now I know. That's fantastic. So yes, this is such an awesome Restaurant Week is such an awesome thing that they're bringing to the region. It's another great thing that the South Shore CVA does. If you've not checked out their social media along the South Shore, is that, and it's an awesome place to find all the great things right here in the region that you've not heard of or not been to yet. Check them out. Support Restaurant Week, y'all. And I think I talked too fast. That's my good news for the day. So as I mentioned, Giant Paw Prints, support them. Restaurant Week, let's go eat some good food, folks. And most importantly, please help me in celebrating random acts of kindness. You can comment below with your random act of kindness, or on my social media, you can tell us there. We want to follow up hopefully next week with a zillion new random acts of kindness and hopefully pay this forward for many years to come. Of course, as I mentioned, we are here every Wednesday live at noon on greatnews.life YouTube. We are on nwi.life Facebook, valbo.life Facebook. You can always watch us later. And if you can't watch live, you can also listen in the world of podcasts. So Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora, everywhere you can get a podcast, you can get this one. Listen later. We'd love your feedback. We love you guys as an audience, and we'll catch you next week. Have a great day.